Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I'm very excited today here. I've got my co-host Rudy by my side. Rudy, how are you doing?
It's nice to be here today, and I think we're gonna have a blast seeing how these teams compete against each other.
I,
And
yeah, I too am very, very excited. Obviously, we've got the brilliant Unisa teams that are joining us here today for their very first time in a Minecraft tournament. So, yes, we've got some speed runs for them today. As you may or may not know, there's going to be an official tournament tomorrow. So today we're just doing some friendly competition on a speed map. I believe it's called the Dragon's Nest. If you have been watching our league streams throughout the year, you'll be familiar with the map. Only this time around, it has been changed a bit over. It's no longer lava, it's going to be a nice frozen over variation of that specific world. So, today, Rudy, I'm very, very excited. I don't know about you, but it's my first time seeing these teams. They got some interesting names there.
oh yeah, definitely. If I'm the way I'm taking a look at this, they do like getting quite interesting about this.
Very, very creative. Today
Oh
for
yeah,
the
definitely.
for the match lineup, it looks like we got the Mission Unblockables as our first team. We got the Blaters, we got the Domi Amazons, Fire Tigers, Crafters, Turmoil, RBM Pillagers, and Eunice joining us today. Let's see if we can collect some pro players here today. Let's see who've been practicing.
Well, um, it is definitely going to be quite an interesting match against all these teams. It is university kids though, so I'm actually quite excited to see what's going to happen today.
It is a different class. I mean, we're obviously used to having players of a slightly a lower age, of course. So university students might be a whole different ball game.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, definitely.
although it is their first time playing Minecraft tournaments, so it would be quite interesting to see who are our OG Minecraft players who are gamers and who's joining in for the first time. So I'm actually, I don't know what to expect. I've really no idea what to expect.
Me neither. To be honest, I think some of these teams are going to give us a run for our money. To be honest, and yeah,
Yeah, I know for sure. So how today's going to work is we're going to do a couple of speed runs right on this map, which we will be streaming today. Although there's going to be two matches that are going to be played simultaneously. The first match we will be streaming, where the second match will be played offline. So those statistics will also be updated for us. We'll be able to give you live feedback of those match times as well. It is a timed event. There is a little bit of a PvP there in these matches at the end. So we will hopefully see some player interaction there today. Obviously tomorrow will be a full-blown PvP match, so that's going to be some production content right there.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some PvP between the two teams, and yeah, battling out, see who's the fastest.
Yeah, PvP is definitely one of my favorite aspects as well. I personally, we actually play a lot of first-person shooter games. PvP is competitively, yeah. So our favorite thing to see is some PvP action, of course. But for today, hopefully there will be some interactions. So our very first match is going to be the Mission Unblockable versus the RBM Pillagers. That will be the match that we are streaming. So there's going to be a little bit of a ready up session now. The players are busy getting ready, and then yeah, so we're just gonna wait for the players. Basically, we've got a whole team here in the studio, getting the players ready, making sure that they've logged into the correct accounts, getting them ready into the map, and then obviously when they are ready, they're gonna let us know and we're gonna start this thing off. So the very first match is the Mission Unblockables versus the Ballotters. That's going to be our very first match for today. I do apologize for that. And then we have in the background another match happening, which we will then update that statistics soon as well. I must say, Rudy, it's very hot in this studio
Oh
today.
yeah, definitely. It's no, there's no aircon unfortunately.
That is very unfortunate. Aircon is something that's so underrated these days, and the temperature is just hitting me. I hope there's a bit of rain on the way, actually.
Well, the way I see it is, I hope there's a bit of clouds coming our way.
That would be the dream for sure. No, I'm personally not one for heat. I can tell you that.
Oh no, definitely. Well, the way I see it, these teams are going to be packing a bunch of heat.
That's also true. That's the good kind of heat. That's the kind of heat I like. With that being said, I envy them. They're currently in a frozen over map. It's going to be quite chilly there, actually.
Well, let's see how things progress. The first two teams, well, Mission Unblockable. Quite an interesting name.
Interesting name. I do get the wordplay with unblockable. I mean, Minecraft obviously is, you know, block orientated, block based game. So I do get that. And then we've got the Ballators. I don't know. That's a pretty interesting name as well. Maybe it originated from their own gaming name somehow. Um, we'll just have to see who packs the most heat today.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Well, the way I saw the map, and yeah, I think these two teams, and not just the two, but all the other teams are going to. They're gonna
have
get
to
at it.
they're gonna have to pull out the big guns. Yeah. So the map obviously is mostly parkour. There is a lot of parkour in the match. There is a bit of a skill shot challenge where some archery skills might be necessary for that. But we'll walk you through the map as the players are playing it through the first time, obviously. There's going to be 6 matches, 12 in total, 6 that are going to be streamed.
Yeah.
So we're going to just wait a few more minutes for the teams just to joining in. We have received confirmation that they are readying up. They are being joined into the world now. And then obviously we can kick it off from there. So 12 matches today, 6 that are going to be streamed, and these are going to be speedrun maps. So I do foresee that obviously, judging by the skill level of the players, these matches might actually go quite quickly.
Oh yeah. If I'm correct, there's about 8 teams, and all 8 teams will have 3 chances. From, if I understand correctly, the best time will be put down from each team.
That is correct. So it is friendly competition. So today we're just basically seeing who is our front runners, who is our best teams. It's also good practice for the match, the tournament tomorrow. So it's just like a bit of a practice run. They will be tested, that is for sure. During, and like you said, it's true, they do have 3 tries each to get their best possible time down. And then tomorrow is going to be a surprise. I'm not going to tell you about it now.
Well, I think tomorrow is going to be, quite interesting. It's going to be quite a massive event, especially since it's the first time that we are hosting an event with college students.
That is true. We've never done this before, but I mean that's the way this is going. I mean that's the direction that esports is heading right now. I know that there's such a big demand for that these days, and I'm so excited to be on board and pretty much in this with them. I mean it's a massive journey. I know that us as RGB Gaming have already hit a few milestones, and for the colleges to be joining us in as well now for our tournaments is just amazing. It's just incredible to actually witness that. I mean, I can remember the time I was on school, not too long ago. I'm not too old, but it's been a good 6 or 7 years.
It's been a while now.
It's been a good 6 or 7 years. I mean, that time, if esports was introduced to us as a viable option, I would not have said no. That's definitely something I did not see. I don't think I would live to see happening.
Oh, I remember the day when, my mother told me that games will never be the future. You won't be able to do anything in it. And yeah, look where we are now. There's massive streamers that made a full-time career out of this.
We're not saying do not listen to your parents. Please do listen to your parents. They do have a lot of wisdom. But yes, there are some rare cases where you cannot foresee the future, right? So that's actually very interesting. I'm pretty sure we all received that, as gamers, we all received that speech one time or another. Stop playing games.
Or a couple of times.
You're not going to go anywhere. And look at us now. I mean, it's a viable career, and not just esports itself, but the whole production behind that. I mean, esports is our biggest growing industry at this current moment. So we've just received word that we're just waiting currently for 1 or 2 more players that need to join into one of the teams. If they do not join, then they will be forced to do a three-player
4v3,
match, a
yes.
4v3, which is still possible. There is one challenge that does require a bit of a cooperation, but it's still definitely possible with even 2 players. So even if we have 2v2, it'll still be a possible match. So yeah, I'm very excited about the Unisa students finally joining us today. It's been a long time coming, and these students are gonna I think they're gonna surprise us. I don't think we actually have any expectation because we don't know what to expect. But these students are, I think they're gonna surprise us today.
Oh, that's what I'm going for. It's like we said, it's the first time we're hosting a college event, and I think these students might have some tricks up their sleeve.
Yeah, you never know. They might be underdogs. They might be pro players hiding. You never know who they are. There's always this random student that just jumps out of nowhere and just crushes the competition. I think we're going to get some pretty incredible times on this time map today.
It's always that one student that's been playing games for many
for a
years.
While. And I mean, it's especially Minecraft. I mean, Minecraft has been out for quite some time, and our students of today, especially when you become a student after school, of course, in this day and age, you've played Minecraft. If you're on the Minecraft train, of course, you've played Minecraft for over 10 years. I mean, Minecraft has been out for a very, very long time. So yeah, as our match is getting ready, I'm getting exciting. I want to see some action.
No, definitely.
Sure. I also want to see this map being played. I'm very excited. So we've got Mission Unblockable, which will be our red team on the right-hand side of the stream, and then we've got the Ballators, which will be the blue team on the left side.
Yeah.
So if you are watching the stream, the players are in position and they are ready to go. I'm ready to go as well. Please.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Very excited. So unfortunately, Mission Unblockable has 1 player missing, unfortunately, but the Paladins actually have 2 players missing on the blue team. So we're going to start regardless.
It's
like
still
I said,
a fair fight, to be honest. It's going to be a 2v3, and I'm pretty sure these 2 teams can go.
it's definitely possible. Starting in 10 seconds. I cannot wait. There's our lovely little map in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and our players are starting. Let's see what these players can do. A little bit of parkour skill is good. One of the players just fell off as I said that. So if the players fall off in this map, they actually have to run around all the way back to the start, up the stairs to restart their parkour mission.
Luckily, the players have a way to get back up. It's not like they're going to die or anything. There is respawn points at certain locations in the map.
Correct. Yeah, they can respawn should they die. They spawn, but a spawn location, for the viewers who not know, it basically means if a player dies inside of Minecraft, they will be teleported or placed back to a certain position. So these players need to just realize that when they fall off, they need to rotate back to the start to continue. We've got 1 player from the Ballators on the left-hand side currently being our front runner. As I said that, our front runner fell off. No. Mission Unblockable currently making a jump for the start, for the lead, rather. There's 1 more ladder to climb up there on the right-hand side.
Ballators are struggling a bit. One of them is circling around.
So we got the Mission Unblockables currently answering a tricky question over there. As soon as they hit the right answer, the door has opened. The door will open and the door has opened for them. They move on to the archery challenge. This is a speedrun map, so very important. They have to do this as quickly as possible. We can clearly see that who are the players that have been playing Minecraft, hitting all the targets. We've got 4 out of the 5 targets. That's the 5 out of 5 targets. Going for the additional 6th target, which puts a blinding effect on the opponent, slightly misses it on the bottom. That's a hit. I believe the blind effect has been applied for the opposing team. Mission Unblockables currently progressing to the next stage. That's actually quite quick.
It is.
Oh, makes the jump. That's a player that definitely practiced some parkour.
He has
must
definitely
say.
been playing a while now.
Mission Unblockable currently in the lead. As we can see, the player is pushing forward, progressing. Just fell off. Luckily, there are a few points that they can climb onto. We got the Ballators still stuck on the first parkour section. I think they're still debating there, trying to figure out who's going to be the front runner, who's going to make that jump. Moving back to the Mission Unblockables team.
It looks like he might have triggered that effect on the opposing team.
That's another blinding effect on the opposing team. They're not having a good day, that's for sure. So there is currently a 10-minute time limit on this map. One of the Mission Unblockable players is already through to the final section, final stretch.
Really quick.
This is going to be a really good time, I think. Obviously, not waiting for the team. As you can see, if you've got a really good player, you don't need all that teammates. And Mission Unblockable takes that time. We will give you the updated time, of course, as soon as that's been given to us. Moving back to the Ballators, well, we're gonna soon find out what time they did. So Mission Unblockables, I don't think that was bad for a first time.
Not at all. I think it's looked like the Ballators may have struggled on the first challenge. That parkour may have gotten to them.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like they do get practice maps to actually practice their parkour skills on, so they actually do get a bit of a leeway there. We're just currently waiting for that time to come through to us. 3 minutes and 1 second for Mission Unblockable.
That was quite an impressive time.
Not bad at all. We'll give you the updated time for the Ballators as well as soon as that time comes through. I believe they are still actually busy with the map. But this is good practice for them, of course. Like I said, even today, if they do not make a good time or do not finish, this is practice. Tomorrow is going to be our official tournament. So as you can see, they are using their time well to practice here in the first parkour section. It is tricky. There is a lot of timing and hand-eye coordination skills that have to go into play here.
It looks like one of the Ballators is actually skipping the archery challenge.
That's fine. So even if a player does try and skip its challenge, it takes a very long time, and you lose so much time trying to get to the next challenge through the water, unfortunately. So as you may have noticed, there are these blinding effects. We obviously can't see it, but there are some conditionals that the opposing team can trigger that will give a blind effect to the opposing team. So obviously, if you are blinded, you have a temporarily disability where you can't see much in front of you. So when you're doing parkour, that's not a very nice feeling.
I know. I don't think they'll be able to see anything with that blinding effect.
Must be horrible. Ballators are currently on 5 minutes during their attempt. They've got 5 minutes remaining to complete the course. We'll just give them some time to practice and then get into grips with the game as well. 3 minutes and 1 second. That's pretty good.
Definitely not bad.
Do you think we're going to get a better time than that today?
I'm hoping to see a minute 30.
Minute 30? Okay. You want to do a little bit of friendly betting here, see if we can bet on a time?
I'm pretty sure there's
Minute
a couple
30.
of teams that may give us
Okay.
quite an impressive run.
I'm going to say under a minute. There's going to be one team that does under a minute. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't like the Fire Tigers, maybe.
Well, I mean, this is like guessing, I guess. Yeah, but I think there is going to be one team for sure under a minute. It's going to be possible. I tell you. We're just getting that we've got a offline match, which was the Unisa, which is 8 minutes and 25 seconds, and on offline match that was the Unisa, and the RBM villages had 4 minutes, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's also a pretty good run.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, so as far as I know, Mission Unblockable have the quickest time so far.
They most definitely do.
3 minutes, 1 second. That is pretty good.
That's currently our top score of the day. Obviously, we've only just started, but that's currently the top score. Very excited to see if that can be beaten. I think the average time might vary between 3 and 4 minutes. I think that's a pretty good mark to hit. Ballators currently still busy with their second challenge now, actually. There's a question that needs to be answered. They're currently running at 7 minutes
Yeah.
during their challenge. We've got 3 minutes until their time expires, and obviously, as you know, there's a 10-minute did not finish limit on these maps today. So if they do not finish before 10 minutes, they will be given the 10-minute time slot. Friendly, of course. It's still
Yeah.
practice.
It's definitely a practice run. I think tomorrow there's going to be some heavy competition.
That's for sure. So tomorrow there's going to be a lot more elements involved, not just time orientated, not just parkour. As soon as you bring PvP, and for those of you who do not know, player versus player interaction means that they can physically hit each other, battle, knock each other off the map. It's very fun. Just watch the stream tomorrow. It's going to be great. It's always very, very entertaining, but it brings such a different aspect into the game itself. I mean, now these players did not have any player interaction. It's obviously very focused on their own objective, but when there's an external source interrupting your gameplay, it changes everything.
I see Bellator's has moved through to the archery challenge. They've got a minute and a half left to go. Let's see.
Definitely not impossible. I mean, they do need to pick up the bow to start this challenge.
I think he's going to shoot the targets though.
I think he missed the chest. He did not see that chest actually.
Oh, he's got an arrow in his hand.
He's
and
got
a
the
bow.
bow and arrow. He's got the bow and arrow. Oh no! You need to shoot the targets. So, if you've got viewers inside of our Twitch channel today, watching our stream, joining us today, a very warm welcome. So just please chat with us inside of the Twitch channel. We would love to hear some feedback if you've got any questions, maybe just rooting for your team that you are following today. Please feel free to do that. And then, of course,
I
yes,
think please give it a like and a follow for us.
a like and a follow is always appreciated. It helps our channel grow. It really does help a lot. I believe it is a crime not to follow us on Twitch if you're watching it. Alright. So, alright, we're still busy with the ballot tours, just waiting for some feedback from production side so we can get an update on that.
Looks like one of them is busy with the archery challenge, but there's 10 seconds left.
I do not think they're going to be making it in 3, 2, 1, and that is a 10-minute score for the ballators, unfortunately. So, sure, Rudy, that was quite a good run. I think we had a good start. Unfortunately, I do see some of the teams have struggled a little bit on the parkour, but like you said, and we'll say it again, sorry, it's practice, you know. It's not losing today. We're literally seeing where the skill levels are at, and the players are also getting a good idea on what they can expect for tomorrow's match.
No, definitely. And I think it's just like what they said is the mission unblockables. That's exactly what they did in their name. They didn't stop. They just kept going and going.
That's for sure. We are going to move on to our next match now. I believe it is the Dahomey Amazons versus the Fire Tigers. So, okay, very interesting names. Fire Tigers. Hope they are on fire today. We're waiting for them to ready up there in the background. What is your expectations?
I would like to thank Denzel Chetty in the chat. Thanks for your comments and thanks for being there and watching our stream, and we're definitely hoping on seeing you there tomorrow.
Alright, so Jesse Jane also as well there in the chat. Shout outs, massive shout outs. We also got Vivian watching our stream. I believe Vivian is our #1 fan.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Vivian.
Definitely.
We really do appreciate all of the support. Much love from the RGB team side. As our teams are getting ready, I'm getting pretty riled up, I must say. We've still got a massive lineup today. Dahomey Amazons versus the Fire Tigers. What is your expectations, Rudy? What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. I'm rooting for the Fire Tigers, I have to say. Let's see if they can maybe give us a better run.
Under a minute?
I'm hoping for a 2 minute
I,
maybe.
I see you've got your sights locked on the fire targets, right? Ach, the
It's
fire
an interesting
tigers.
name. Why not?
Okay, so you're going off by names. All right. Well, it definitely is a really cool name, I must admit. Let's see what they can do. Currently, the join codes are being shared to our players,
Yeah.
both in the live match as well as the offline match. So we're just waiting for our players to join into the world. While they get ready, I hope they are strategizing. So something that's very interesting is the homie Amazon. There's a pretty interesting story behind them. Behind the name as well. I'm just gonna all female military regiment from the kingdom of the homie in today's Western Africa region. So that's actually incredible. All females military. That's quite a name packed right in there, right? I think I'm gonna put my money on that. That's a good name. Fire
Well, I
Tigers.
think they
Better
may-
watch out.
I think they may have done some bit of research on that, and yeah, I
Well,
think
obviously,
it's going
yeah.
to be quite an interesting match.
Let's see if they can live up to that name. I think just by choosing that name, I think you definitely put some expectations on us. And the team itself is not just in the name; it is an all-female team as well. So let's see if these females can give us a 100-minute run. I've got high expectations. I'm
yeah.
rooting for the Dahomey Amazons. That's for sure.
I think it's going to be quite interesting to see what their time will be. It's not, I don't think you get a lot of females playing games. There is definitely some. Don't get me wrong. It's a bit uncommon though.
It's definitely grown in the last couple of years. I think there are some stereotypes obviously around that. Some of my personal favorite streamers, which obviously I will not mention on the stream, but they are female streamers and they are exceptionally good. There's some radical skill levels coming from female players, don't get me wrong. They'll definitely play me under the table, that's for sure. I've got nothing on those players. They are next level. So I'm very excited. So just remember that there might be a couple of players missing in today's matches. Just be aware of that. We do obviously suffer from load shedding. So if there are connectivity issues and stuff like that, unfortunately some of the players might go missing. It is friendly, it is practice, so we're not too worried about it. Of course, unfortunately, we would have liked to see all of these players. Unfortunately, from the Dahomey Amazons, we only have one player currently online. If they're willing to play, they can play to set up that time, as it is a friendly match today.
I think it's definitely, we are struggling a bit with the load shedding. We are definitely struggling a bit with the load shedding at the moment, and it's
hot.
even us.
The aircon is not working. The fan is not working. We're currently ourselves in load shedding, of course, so it's really hot in here. Rudy, I think it's all of your positive energy radiating to me as well. It's not helping at all. Please tone it down. Yeah, I think
If I have it correct, that all these teams will be participating tomorrow. So if you're not unable to make today, you'll definitely still be able to be there tomorrow.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure with tomorrow's matches, we might find some time where we're not affected by load shedding.
I do think so as well, but especially because it is an in-person event, we are going to obviously have the players with us there physically. So they'll be playing on our own devices, of course, that we supply them on our generator. Should there be load shedding, let's hope there's not. But of course, we do have backup for that. So we won't have these problems. Maybe we'll even get a nice aircon tomorrow, so we can have some, just a bit of a cool down. So match 2 currently have started. That is the Mission Unblockables versus the RBM Pillages. That's the offline match. They've started. We'll obviously keep you updated as their times are updated. So we'll let you know how that goes. Hopefully the Mission Unblockables can pull another win.
Well, let's see if they can maybe score a better time as well.
We'll see. But obviously they have played the map now for their first time. This being their second time, meaning that they know the map by now. They've seen what it has
to offer.
Has to offer for them. So this time around, it should definitely be a better time. and then obviously a bit later on they will have a third chance as well to get
Yeah.
an even better time on this map.
Yeah, so it's going to be each team has about 3 chances, and the best time will be put down.
Yeah, pretty much. Very simple. So currently, as it stands, Mission Unblockables have their first run at 3 minutes and 1 second. RBM Pillages are on 4 minutes and 47 seconds. The Ballotters on their first run did not finish, unfortunately. They've got the 10-minute mark, and the Unis is currently on 8 minutes and 25 seconds. Obviously, all of these times may still improve, as that was only our very first run for those 4 teams. So stay tuned. Let's see if we can get it under a minute.
Under a minute. That's
a time.
that's
Yeah,
going to be a fly-through.
it's going to be a fly through. It's not impossible. What do you think would be your time, really, personally, as I want to say professional gamer, but a very good gamer. Let's just say that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Minecraft for a while now, and jeez, I think honestly my best time will be more or less around 2 minutes. That being said, if I get the questions right.
With that being said, yeah, like, okay, cool. I'm very good at aiming, so I guess the archery challenge would be my strong suit for sure. I'd say a minute 45.
That is quite an impressive time.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try. I think we actually should be trying these maps ourselves. So just the interesting fact, obviously, the world developers that make these worlds. Just a massive shout out first of all to Jacques van der Walt. He's a part of our team actually. He's the one who built this particular map called the Dragon's Den. Nest. Dragon's Den is not the right one. Apologies. Dragon's Nest. He obviously built the first variation of this map, which was a very, very successful match. Unfortunately, the homie Amazons are having some difficulty joining this current match, so we're going to give them 2 more minutes to join. If they are still having issues load shedding, unfortunately, we will give them a 10-minute time on that particular match, and then hopefully on the next match that they're playing, they will be ready for that.
Yeah, I think, with load shedding happening and all those things, it is difficult, and especially with connection issues, but they still have 2 more tries. We're going to give it 2 more minutes to see if they can be able to join.
For sure.
And
hopefully they can, really. I'm very excited about that. So we're just currently waiting for some statistics. We know that there was an offline match that obviously happened while we are waiting for the live match. So we're just going to give it a couple of seconds. RBM pages. 1 minute, 58 seconds. Wow.
that is quite an
incredible.
impressive time.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
That's
Wow.
the best time set so far.
That's improving from 4 minutes and 47 seconds all the way down to 1 minute and 58 seconds.
These
Incredible.
students have definitely been practicing.
Sheesh. That's incredible. We're just waiting for the mission unblockable time as well. I do believe that the stats are going to be pulled through in a minute. 2 minutes and 35 seconds. That's
They've
also
done it again. Set
half
a
a
new
minute.
record for themselves.
half a minute improvement from the first one. Very, very, very nice. I do like that. And now I'm excited to see the RBM Pillages third match. That's going to be something to witness for sure. What do you think, Rudy? We're close to a minute and a half now.
I'm hoping to see a minute and a half.
We're definitely going to see a minute and a half. I was thinking like under a minute. I'm still on that, by the way.
That
It's
is
going to happen.
quite a time you've got there.
Okay, but the third time you play the map, I think you know what you're doing. It's all about just getting it right the first time to get
Yeah.
that unbeatable time for sure.
Well, the Mission Unblockables have set a new record. That is actually quite impressive. I was seeing as that they did play the previous match, and so they're getting more or less a look and feel of the map.
For sure. Yeah, no, definitely.
Seeing where the right places is and where to do what. So let's see, maybe they can set a new record.
I sincerely hope so, and I believe in them. I believe they can. We're still waiting for final feedback on the homie Amazons If they aren't able to join, obviously we're going to have to give them the maximum amount of time in their match versus the Fire Tigers. So we're just currently waiting for that confirmation. Um, so the online match 2 apparently is going to start. We are currently getting ready for that. So the Dahomey Amazons will not be playing in this one. Unfortunately, we've just received word. Unfortunately, due to connectivity issues. So let's hope we can see them in a later match, a bit later on. So let's have a look.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Beautiful map. We're starting in 10 seconds. Let's just get a time for these Fire Tigers. I think they are eager to run. Let's see if they can get a good time. This is their first time on this map. So good luck. Have fun to the Fire Tigers. Let's see if you guys can do it. No intimidation, of course. No pressure. Just a side note that the Dahomey Amazons are not getting any sort of penalty at all. There is no hate there. We are just going to give them a 10-minute time for their first run. Obviously, there's still a second and a third time around which they can set another time for themselves.
Looks like the Fire Tigers are heading to the first challenge.
Yes, they are up on the ladder, trying to get up on the ladder. Doing quite well, actually. They just need to not fall off. We've got almost done with but they were very, very close with the first challenge, that's for sure. Very, very close.
Luckily, there is a way to get back up and not for the players to fall and die.
Yeah,
so that's a good thing.
That is a good thing. I think the first variation of this map was quite evil, as the players fell into lava originally, obviously killing the player and teleporting them back to the very start. One of the players actually proceeded to the second challenge. A difficult question needs to be answered, and only if answered correctly. It's not really a difficult question. I think it is. I believe the question in this variation of the map shouldn't be spoiled, so I unfortunately can't tell you what the question and the answer is. But they'll know it. If they've played Minecraft for a while, you definitely will know the answer, as it is one of the aspects of Minecraft. Currently, we've got the Fire Tigers have a front runner player, currently picking up the bow and arrow, moving on to the archery challenge.
Let's see if he can hit all 6 targets. Well, then again, the 6th target is a blindness for the opposite team, so I don't think it's necessary to hit it. Let's see what he does.
Okay, first target is hit twice. We're waiting for 4 more targets to be hit before that bridge obviously is collapsed for them. We got another player picking up a bow and arrow. Let's see. Teamwork makes the dream work. Is the other player actually going to use the bow and arrow? Doesn't look like it. That looks like 3 out of the 5 targets being hit currently. Being hit another time. They do need to hit the other 2 targets. He's just double checking. There we go. 4 out of the 5
targets hit.
There's
one more to go.
one more.
If they hit the last, the bridge is down.
There we go. Bridge is down. 1 player proceeds.
One of the players is trying to hit the 6th target, but unfortunately there isn't an opposing team that will be blinded.
Yeah, let's see. This is actually not too bad. They're actually progressing quite well. It's not necessary to take that detour. 7 minutes left as they hit the 3-minute mark on their run. Let's see if they can proceed. It looks like they are a bit hesitant. That button actually was just hit by an arrow, which was a very good shot, might I add. We've got an archer here, that's for sure. We've got an archer.
He's definitely been playing quite a while now.
Sheesh. Okay, one of the players unfortunately fell off, needs to swim their way back to a ladder.
There is certain points where when you fall off that you'll be able to get back up.
That is true. Luckily, we still have 1 player on the parkour challenge. Let's see if they can continue. They do not need to follow that route, as it is only there for the opposing teams. We have facilitators that are in the Discord channels with them, just telling them, obviously, the rules of the match, staying there with them. If there are any conditionals, they will be notified of that as well. So the players aren't completely alone in these maps.
Yeah. That's definitely a good thing. And let's see. I'm sure that these teams will be able to make it and set good record times.
They are having a bit of a difficulty. Remember, this is their first time around. They're still figuring out the map. I do believe that the first time that you play this map, it's a test. You know, you kind of just get in the hang of it, practice your aim, practice. Then the second and third one, I think that will be the match that you really want to push yourself, push the limit, and make that time. Nearly makes that
I
jump.
see that the teams are struggling with on that last jump. It is actually, if I'm correct, a sprint jump.
So that is actually just a normal double block jump. Sprint jumps are completely removed, as the sprint jump is a bit of an advanced trick, which we usually start introducing closer to, if they play second tournaments or second match. Sprint jumps are quite intense.
Yeah,
It's a
definitely.
different mechanic that you need to learn. If you do see a little bit of a delay on the stream, that's not a cheat. That's just a bit of latency on the server. So obviously the player did not fall off, but if you see the player jumping back up immediately, that's just a bit of latency. That's not a cheat. Don't worry about that. It happens. Unfortunately, the players have fallen off again, missing that ladder. There's actually a ladder even further that could have hit. Obviously, I did not see that, unfortunately. Let's try again. Another attempt to make the
I think
the second parkour challenge.
I think that these teams are struggling a bit on the parkour, especially that last bit. There's about 4 minutes remaining. Let's see if these teams can get it before the 10-minute mark.
They are doing quite well, I must say. They've already proceeded through the third one, the third challenge. It's just a small step to the final. Let's see if they can make it.
I think there's 3-4 more jumps left, and then the parkour challenge will be done.
It's just a handful of jumps, that's correct, Rudy. They're almost done. I think they are waiting for their teammates. Maybe they can strategize. Oh, nearly makes that jump. Very, very, very close. Valiant effort indeed to make that jump. Players are rotating all the way back, giving it another shot.
Let's see if they can make that last jump.
So one thing that they do not notice is that there's actually a ladder a bit closer to that end point that they just keep missing, unfortunately. But it's alright. We'll actually, let's see what happens. They're so close. They're so close every time, missing that last jump. Ooh, another one.
They have made it before. Let's see if they can make it in one go. There's about 3 minutes left until this match hits 10 minutes.
That is correct. Obviously, this is their first time. No hard feelings. This is practice, hand-eye coordination. Get used to the game. There's still a second and third time to run through it. They might even still make it before 10 minutes if they make this final jump here. Again. All right, they're doing okay. Fire Tigers, you can do this. I believe in you. One more jump.
And he made
Perfect.
it.
One player went through.
He got.
There we go. You can do it. You can do it. All right. Oh, so close. So close. I have to cycle back. Right.
Let's
all
see
the way
if
back
that
to
last player can make it.
Unfortunately,
There's a bit of latency on my end.
I do see that. There's the ladder. They just found the closer ladder. I see.
There is one player at the top.
Is he gonna make it?
Proceeding.
2
He's
minutes. He can make it. Come on. 2 minutes left. Push. Final.
The last stretch to the button.
And the Fire Tigers finished just under 9 minutes. It's
Quite
good.
impressive.
It's good. They made it. I'm very proud. 8 minutes 19 seconds. That's good. Good stuff. We're gonna have a quick break. Rudy, I believe we're gonna have a quick intermission. I'm very excited for that. A quick water break, and then
Yeah.
I will be joined with another caster.
Okay. Well, it's quite interesting and it was fun to be here. And unfortunately, I'm going to be leaving now, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to be here, and I'm not entirely sure who will be joining you.
I'm not gonna lie, Rudy. I'm gonna miss you. It's been such a pleasure having you on the stream. I really do appreciate it always. Keep it cool. Rudy will be coming back a bit later. We're just shopping
I'll
out.
be back.
We're giving Aiden a chance as well, just to join on the stream. One of our other colleagues who's also very excited to be casting alongside me on our next couple of matches just after the intermission. So very, very excited for that. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. And we're back. Welcome back to the stream. Just a quick intermission there. Welcome back to the very, very hot studio indeed. Joined by my fellow colleague, Aiden. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing not bad, just sweaty.
Yeah.
Very, very sweaty. It's extremely hot in here, but we're going to make it work.
Yeah, I thought it was hot outside. Here's a lot worse.
It is. But we're okay. We're okay. So the next match is going to start in about 2 minutes. Very excited. This will be the... we're waiting for the players to actually just join. It's going to be Crafters versus the Fire Tigers again. Alright, so we've just seen the Fire Tigers doing pretty well actually. They've got 8 minutes and 19 seconds, which was their first run. They're going to try again now with their second run and see if they can do a better time. And obviously the Crafters will also be doing the very first match. So just for the previous times, just to give you an update on the offline matches, we've had the Mission Unblockables did an offline match against the RBM Pillagers. Mission Unblockables with 2 minutes 35 seconds, which was a half a minute of an improvement on their first time, and the RBM Pillagers coming in at 1 minute and 58 seconds. That was really a good time for me. I think we're under 2 minutes now currently on our best time. Let's see if that can be beaten. Obviously, Aiden, you haven't been here for the previous matches.
No.
No expectations from your side, of course.
Yeah, no.
So just quickly, Jesse Jane, I do believe we owe you a Coke after this match for the support. Really do appreciate that. So yeah, we'll definitely organise that. Okay, so Aiden,
Yeah.
obviously you've played Minecraft before, right? Are you a Minecraft player?
Yeah, I love Minecraft actually. It's a beautiful game. I love playing. I love how it looks, how it feels, everything. Smooth play. The stuff you can do in Minecraft is actually amazing. And it's constantly receiving updates considering how old it is as well.
That is very true. I mean, it has to be one of the more well-kept games of our time. That's for sure.
Yeah, and it has its phases in and out, and it's almost never dying, which is cool.
That is definitely something that we need to see in a lot more other titles as well, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Good support. So, I'm actually excited to have you here today. Obviously, as a fellow Minecraft player, you'll be able to admire the maps and the skills that our players actually bring forth today.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see the worlds you guys have created as well, and how both teams play out, who gets the fastest times. It's exciting.
It's good stuff. So just again, I mean, we're playing with Unisa today. I'm so excited and actually honoured to be able to host matches for them. They've been incredible. The students are just incredible as well. They've been so welcoming. They've been really interactive and just on the ball every time. I'm very excited to have them playing with us.
Yeah, it's interesting to see esports coming into universities finally. Like it's something I've been wanting to see since I was in high school still. So it's really exciting.
Yeah, we myself and Rudy had that same conversation as well earlier. Like this is what we dreamed of.
Yeah.
Obviously now we're on the other end of it.
Yeah, so now we're the ones who've missed it sadly, but
we've
it's
missed
exciting to see. That's
This
cool.
Silent tear drop. That's okay. But anyway, we do still play games. We still get opportunity to play games ourselves. Obviously, we keep that running as well.
The adulting's a bit busier, but it's something. So
I'm not even sure I'm adulting correctly right now, to be honest with you.
I mean, we're playing with games.
I still play a lot of games. So just in terms of let's just jump back onto the worlds, right? So there are a couple of rules in these worlds that the players need to adhere to.
Yeah.
None of the players actually have broken any of these rules. Very proud of them, of course. The rules are simple, and we carry out the same rules throughout all of our tournaments, just to make sure that there's a fair game, of course. No cheats being used. They're only in survival mode. They aren't able to break any blocks or place any blocks unless obviously stated otherwise in very specific game mode. So the rules will stay will stay the same always, pretty much.
Yeah.
So you'll see tomorrow as well. We're actually doing I'll tell you what it is. There's going to be a capture the flag game mode for tomorrow's match.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It's interesting to see all the different game modes you can make in a single game. That's originally wasn't actually made for these types of things.
Yeah, for sure. We actually did a capture the flag at Comic-Con as well.
It went very well as well. The crowd was into it, the players were into it, they loved it.
That's
It was awesome.
No, it's definitely one of my favorite game modes, capture the flag. Especially in Minecraft. I mean, it's almost like comically pleasing. You know, seeing the players fight for the banners. It's amazing.
It's cool. It's cool to see how the teams work together as well.
Yeah. No, teamwork makes the dream work. In 10 seconds, the match between Crafters and the Fire Tigers will commence. On the red side, obviously, we have the Crafters. On the blue side, we have the Fire Tigers. And they are off. Let's see if they can get a good time. Crafters, this is your first time. Fire Tigers, this is your second time around. So let's see if the Fire Tigers can make a better time this time around.
I see they're doing one at a time.
It's an interesting strategy, that's for sure.
Yeah, one team's...
We have some hesitant players on the Crafters side. This is their first time. They are red pointing this map for sure.
They're seeing what's happening, seeing what they can do. Other teams just going straight for it.
It's their second time, so they are going to put up a better time. Obviously, the Crafters will still have 2 more tries after this. It's the very first time. This is where they get to know the map, see what it's all about, and practice for that time.
So just tell me, does the map stay the same for all 3 of their tries? Is it the same map or is it a different map?
It is the same map. The questions will differ on the second challenge.
Okay.
But the gist of
The layout is the same,
will
so they
be
get a chance every time to
Yes.
improve as they learn, which is
Exactly.
cool.
Right, so we've got the Fire Tigers actually currently in the lead. Obviously, we know this is their second run. They're doing really well, a lot better than the first time around, that's for sure. Pacing through it, making those jumps. I think they they huddled. They did some they did some team strategizing. To actually, this is impressive. I mean, look at that. Already through to the final, making the final stretch. Incredible. I can't wait to see that time. That was really cool.
And for 1:30.
1 minute and 37 seconds.
What is that?
That's one of our fastest times. That's the fastest time. We've got the RBM Pillages at 1 minute and 58. 1 minute 37.
It's over a 10-second difference already.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
And you said this is their second game now.
It is their second match, and you know what's even more incredible? Their first time around, right?
Yeah.
They were 8 minutes and 19 seconds.
And now they are?
1 minute 37.
Big difference.
That's straight into the lead, straight on the top lobby.
I'm wondering if the Crafters are going to do the same, because he has their slow, seeing what's happening match, just take it carefully, and then they're also going to shoot ahead, see if
They
it
definitely
creates some
might come
challenge.
back. For
Yeah.
sure. No, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, that's...
How do you think will you do on this map?
I don't know. The parkour in Minecraft was something I always struggled with. Minecraft in general. It's something I always took slow as well, so I'd definitely be doing the same as what the Crafters are doing. They're just seeing what does what and going. But I'm also someone who's impatient, so I'd kind of just run ahead to see what I can do.
Oh, you're one of those. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I just jump, go for it.
No strategy, just...
No, while my
Nice.
team figures out, I see what I can do. And
I believe
full
that's called a full send. Yeah. Just go for it. That's amazing. Okay.
as long as it doesn't screw my team over, it's good.
Fair enough. So I mean, we do have some archery in there as well. Are you good with first-person shooter games as well?
Ooh, yeah, no, I love first-person shooters. It's something I practiced over years of gaming, but yeah, Minecraft feels a bit different, obviously, but it's really cool.
So you'll probably do really well with the archery challenge then.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Jumping and landing, not as much. Bow and
Not your
arrow
thing.
is good.
I did play a whole bunch of parkour titles back in my day. It really sounds like I'm very old.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not true. I mean, I do look very young. I am very young. That's fine. But
No
there's
graces.
a lot of titles that I played that were parkour orientated, and I think I might be ready to hit also like a 1 minute 30 mark here. I think.
Oh, yeah. I'm hoping if you help build the map or do build it, that you can at least beat the time on it.
So that's not always true. So we do test the maps that we build, of course. That doesn't mean that we're good with them.
Yeah.
Right. So
You
we
build,
make
not
sure
play.
it's possible. Not necessarily easy.
Yeah.
So that's also very interesting. I do personally create a lot of the maps myself. It's always very, very exciting.
Yeah.
But it's also tricky, right? So you have to make it difficult, but
But-
not too difficult. Like
but possible, yeah.
Yeah. And here's the scary thing for players of all skill levels. We've got so many different variations of skill levels. Players coming from different gaming backgrounds, bringing in different skill levels. I guess that's what makes the team whole at the end of the day. You got parkour experts that do the parkour challenges, archers that will do the archer challenges, etc.
Yeah, and I see we're just a bit stuck at the beginning here still.
I believe that is the crafters on their first run.
Yeah, the crafters are still struggling. I'm not sure what it is they're stuck with. What is the first challenge just the parkour?
It's just parkour. That's correct. So I think
Okay.
that is a double jump. It is fairly difficult,
Ah.
not going to lie.
No.
It's also at a bit of an angle, so those jumps are quite difficult.
Yeah, and they only have 5 minutes left, so let's see how far they can get through the map, and hopefully they will finish the round.
Well, we've seen the same from the Fire Tigers, also struggling for the first couple of minutes, of course. Coming in with their first run in 8 minutes and 19 seconds, just making it, which is still pretty good. But then the second time around, that's where the dynamite comes in. That's where
Yeah, where they
really
know
blows
exactly
off.
how to pass.
And I suspect it's going to be the exact same for this team as well, for the
Yeah.
crafters.
The only worry though is if they don't finish, they're not going to know wherever they end. So if they don't get past this part, they're not going to know how to get past
That
the next
is
level.
very, very true.
Yeah, so whereas other teams got to learn the map as they go, no matter how slow they were, they at least learned. So they're not going to learn the parts they don't see. That's the only difficulty they're going to face. So
Yep,
hopefully we get past. Yeah.
that's true. They need to learn the map as well, especially to to actually
Yeah.
learn the track. I see that some of the players actually
Coming back
have
to watch their competition.
change the track. I don't think it makes too much of a difference. They still get to the map is mirrored, so it will be
Okay.
the exact same challenge on the other side. They just need to be swapped around, of course, because the bridge is obviously flipped. So we have one
dear.
red player from the crafters on the left hand side. We should be on the right hand side.
Oh no.
It's okay. No train smash.
Nothing,
Is
yeah.
practiced. Is their first run. We'll obviously notify them after the match to stay on the right hand side.
How they're
But,
scoping out what's ahead of them.
The only thing is
Is-
because the challenges are already completed by the winning team, or at least the other team, there will be a 2-minute penalty for such an event.
Okay.
Not doing too bad. I do think it is an honest mistake that was made. I don't think they're going to be too much of a penalty this time around. It is their first time. We'll just give them just tell them afterwards to just
Just
stay
be
on the
careful,
same
yeah.
track. Yeah, for sure.
And what is the challenge after what they're on currently? What moves? Where do they move from here?
Oh, sorry.
Up by the door there.
Yeah. Just getting some information here from production side. We're just waiting for times on that as well. Time remaining. We're going to let you know about that in a minute. So they will actually be getting a 1:30 penalty for changing track, unfortunately. If they do get a 10-minute DNF, it does not apply, obviously, because 10
Yeah,
minutes
10 is
being
the max.
maximum. So it's still possible to come in under 10 minutes. First run, no stress, guys. Come on. I think they can still put up a killer of a time second time around. We do
Yeah.
have one of their players that made it to nearly the end, so they've seen majority of the map already.
Yeah, so hopefully they have an idea of what to do when they get there.
It's getting hotter in here, I must admit.
Yeah,
It's not getting any better.
and it's not just the competition on screen that's heating up.
Fair enough. I think as the more matches obviously happen, as it progresses, it's going to be more intense to crush better times. 8 minutes 45 seconds currently for the crafters. So they can still make it. They can still make time. Obviously,
Yeah, hopefully they can learn what's next at least, so with the next playthrough is a bit easier. I see what are they stuck on now? What is this?
this is where they actually have to answer a question.
So like a riddle to get
KPC.
through the door.
It is a bit of a riddle that they obviously I can't spoil the riddle. The
Yeah.
other players still have to play the map. But if you've played Minecraft for a while, you would be
You'll
able
have an
to
idea,
answer
yeah.
that question for sure.
Because it seems that they're a bit stuck on it.
Yeah.
They,
Upon answering the question, the bridge will actually, well, the door will open up for them to the archery challenge.
okay.
So they are on the right lane. They are correcting. Obviously they were on the wrong track. They jumped onto the right one. So they will not be getting that penalty. They will just continue as normal.
Cool.
Interesting.
I see. Yeah, two of them are discussing what to do. They're looking for other ways around. I see.
Yeah.
Maybe they can
It is-
skip.
It
Oh,
is
there we go.
important.
Through the door.
3 seconds to 10-minute time, and that is the timer for them, unfortunately.
So they're gonna have 10 minutes.
Well, it was a valiant effort, I must say. They did practice a little bit of their parkour skills now. Obviously, they had a lot of opportunity now. They've got the time set. They've seen it, the map. So obviously, they can now give us a improved time on their second and third match.
Yeah, well, they got it in the end. Sadly, just not in time to learn what the next part of the challenge was. But I'm sure they'll figure out next round.
Well, we got one player that kind of jumped, obviously, on the different track to.
So we get a sneak peek at the
sneak
competition
peek.
coming up.
It will obviously help them out a little bit more.
Yeah, as
But-
long as he discusses with his team.
Luckily, it's friendly, so obviously we're not too harsh on that. It's gonna be, it's a friendly match today. It's just for the times. We
Yeah.
currently have a next match being ready up. This is match 4. This is gonna be Mission Unblockables, which currently their best time is at 2 minutes and 35 seconds, versing Turmoil on their first run as well. So let's see what happens.
And Mission Unblockable, this is their second.
This is Mission Unblockable's third and final.
So this is their last
Match.
chance to set the fastest time they can.
That is correct. Yeah, they're going to have to put out the big guns to set the best time. I think they're going to be able to do better than 2 minutes 35 seconds. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they can do well. They're doing well so far, so let's hope they can keep it up and just push even better than they did the last round.
Well, they did do a 30-second improvement from their first run to the second. Let's hope to see another 30 seconds shaved off on their third run.
And hopefully they can make top 3.
Hopefully, yeah. It's
We'll
very
see.
interesting though. Like you don't know where these teams come from, right? So obviously we only have the names here, and we know they're from Unisa. But it's so interesting to see all of these different players forming different teams, choosing their names. I think judging by their feedback, they're really enjoying this, right? Having an
Yeah,
actual
that's so.
tournament to participate in. For a gamer, that's the dream, right?
Yeah, it's especially one day to be up on that stage, whether it's a small stage or big one, it'll improve as you go.
Yeah.
With a crowd watching you, cheering you on.
Ooh, that's the best. If you get a crowd hype, right?
Yeah.
If you can see
It
the crowd
pushes you.
cheering for you. Oh, what a feeling.
It's great.
I still dream, you know. That sounds horrible. I still dream about being on stage. Not necessarily, like being the center of the stage, but just having that crowd hype for
You and your team.
you and your team, right? That
Yeah,
must be
having your
incredible.
supporters sitting there watching you, supporting every move you make, and just hyping you up as you go. Any mistake you make, they cheer you on, and you feel better about it, and you move on.
Only thing is the pressure.
Yeah,
That must be a lot of pressure.
yeah. As they're screaming and chanting, you know it's up to you and your team to do this.
Yeah.
You don't want to let anyone down.
So having a clutch, right? If you have to clutch, and for those of you who don't know, just for interesting, a gamer term, clutch is essentially refers to when your full team has died. You're the only one left against the whole
Unless-
other
yeah.
team, and you managed to still come out at the top and take the win. You've successfully clutched, and having to do a clutch in front of a live audience.
That's an amazing thing. And the way they will scream and cheer for someone who did a lot of work, a lot of effort all by themselves to help their team, to pull their team through in the end. That's an amazing thing to see.
I don't know about you, but that's a lot of pressure for me. I don't know. I'll probably pass out. Just
Yeah,
Pass
when
out on
your
stage,
hands
like,
shake, you get sweaty, just
yeah. Incredible.
it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah. Well,
You feel like it's up to you, even though it was always a team effort. But when it's just you left, it feels like it's just up to you. So
Yeah,
it's nerve-wracking, but it's exciting. And I hope one day we'll be able to do something like
we'll
that.
be able to see that. I mean, these players, this is where they're heading. This is where it starts for them. They're already doing quite well. They've got opposing teams. They've got friendly competition tomorrow is going to be hectic. There is going to be crowds tomorrow watching their stream, so not necessarily live with them, but I believe there is going to be a whole host of spectators joining us tomorrow for the tournament.
Okay, cool.
So the pressure is on tomorrow.
Yeah. Hopefully they're going to hear everyone's screams from wherever they are.
Hopefully. I mean, that's... I mean,
They scream loud enough.
We did a tournament, a couple of months ago, and I must say, just hearing the students raving about their team winning or taking the win or whatever it might do, even if they score and they start like hyping up,
yeah, that feels good.
It's this ambient energy just radiating. It's something
And it goes
incredible
through the
to
crowd.
witness, that's for sure. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So Hulk B on the Twitch stream, we definitely do agree with you, right? So for the first time, this is really good. That's really good for first time players.
For unfamiliar players.
Incredible. Yeah, I mean, just look at fire targets coming in from 8 minutes and 19 seconds, pushing that all the way down to 1 minute and 37, taking the lead. That's some progress right there.
And they still have a third round, I believe, didn't they?
That was
Yeah,
that's
so
on
they
the
considered even more.
That's
So they kind of trick their opponents, make it look like they're struggling a bit, and then just full send in the end.
maybe that was their strategy all along. I mean,
Make them think they're no challenge.
I see they actually still have one more a match to play. So
So let's see if I can beat their second round.
I said to Rudy as well, who was previously on the stream with me, I think there's going to be a sub-minute run today.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think so. I think it could be interesting.
1 minute? I think it's possible.
Yeah. I hope so as well.
I'm willing to bet.
Knowing how you made the map and everything, do you think it is possible to finish it under a minute?
So,
If they're fast enough.
yes.
With no mistake, perfect run, they'd be able to do under a minute.
That's just the thing. You have to know the map, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm betting a third run from any one of our teams.
Most likely.
And you have to hit every attempt. So
Yeah.
no hesitation. Just nail those jumps. No pressure.
Like we said,
Just
we're
nail
like
it
at the
up.
beginning, full send.
Full send indeed. I think
Full
we're
send, no
about
mistakes.
2 minutes before we head into our next match. Teams are getting ready.
Okay.
So we are just waiting for them. They're currently busy getting their join codes.
Getting the
Joining
teams
into
together.
the server, getting prepped.
Yeah, making sure everyone can hear each other, see each other.
Huddling,
Making
brushing.
game plans. Yeah, strategizing with each other.
Yes, I think.
Yeah.
We've got Messi. Thank you. I see you've also agreeing with me, hoping for a sub-minute run. I'm with you right there, right? So I think we're gonna have a sub run today. I'm
That'll be
willing to
impressive.
bet on it.
Maybe more than one.
You think so? Yeah. Actually, we still have plenty of matches left to play.
So,
Possibly still gonna happen today. I do agree.
yeah.
So we're just gonna quickly give you an updated time on the offline matches as we update our spreadsheets. Waiting for those times to pull through. The timekeepers obviously do a really good job in giving us the times as soon as they pull through, as soon as those offline matches. So as you well may know, there are obviously offline matches that play simultaneously.
While I'm online.
Yeah. So I'm just currently waiting.
Okay.
Just waiting for that time from
From the offline teams.
the offline teams. Yeah.
The offline teams
We're,
seem
having,
to be
we're having
offline.
some Discord with the production team currently. It's always fun. Dahomey Amazons actually played a match, 4 minutes 19 seconds in the offline match.
Okay.
That's
Was it-
impressive.
Was that
That's
first or
impressive.
second?
That's actually their first match.
That's good for
Pretty
first.
good.
Well, yeah.
Under 5 minutes for their first match. Unfortunately, they were unable to play the previous match due to load shedding, disconnecting.
Oh no.
Very sad.
Yeah.
Correction, turmoil. I do apologize for that. Turmoil, 4 minutes 19 seconds. The Amazons are still having connectivity issues, unfortunately. So they're going to get automatic DNFs.
Straight to 10.
I don't think they're going to play today. No stress. This was just for practice. It's friendly matches. Tomorrow's where the tournament happens, and there's
Yeah.
no effects, there's no penalties, no standing effects,
Nothing that
like
affects the finals.
So they will just continue as all of the other teams tomorrow. So just on a side note, we did actually give practice maps to all of our teams for capture the flag map, so they
Okay.
will be prepared.
Yeah,
If they
so they
play
all
those
know the map.
practice maps.
Okay.
Well, it's not the same map; it's just the same concept.
Yeah, so they can practice
get
the
to get
the
to
game mode,
practice.
see what it's like. That's awesome.
We-
It's a bit less of an
currently-
unfamiliar environment.
Yeah. Currently, we're going to start the next match in 1 seconds. It does look like the players are
Thinking.
just standing there. They just need to quickly teleport to their position as they are getting ready. I think they're still just strategizing.
Yeah,
And
talking
we've
about
got
what
a
they're
nice
going to do.
little map layout there for us, so we can have a look at the map. Let's have a look at that actually. So
Yeah.
this is the Dragon's Nest map.
Oh,
How's that?
we
That's
can see
quite
your
the
artwork
view.
coming. That's beautiful.
That's really cool. So again, thanks Jacques van der Walt who built this magnificent map for us. The players are currently just also.
Yeah. He's
think
showing us the
taking
full
in-
capability of what you can do in Minecraft.
So yeah, this is
That's amazing.
funny enough one of our smaller maps that we've built.
Smaller.
It's one of
Okay.
our smaller maps that we've built. We do obviously do not build everything by hand.
Yeah.
There are some applications that we use to pull in these immaculately big, like volcanoes and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're having technical difficulties from the players' sides, so we will be rehosting that match shortly.
It's like to know.
So, server side issue, of course. The players
Oh,
were
yeah.
ready on the server side. There was just a little bit of a technical hiccup, which will get sorted soon.
So it gives them a little more huddle time and prep time.
More strategy
which
time.
which two teams are playing against each other now?
I believe it is
Mission Unblockable versus Turmoil.
Versus Turmoil. That's
Yeah.
correct. That's the.
And you said it's Turmoil's first run, Mission Unblockable second.
Mission Unblockable is now playing their third run, and Turmoil
Oh,
is
yes,
second
yes.
run.
You
Yeah.
said because it is their last chance to
Yes.
see if they can improve their times,
So
see how they do.
currently their best time for the Mission Unblockable.
Mission
That's quite a
Unblockable.
tongue twister actually. I
Yeah,
struggle with that one a
it fits the
little bit.
Minecraft thing. It's really cool.
2 minutes and 35 seconds is their best time currently. Let's see if the Mission Unblockables can improve on that time. It's a final run. No pressure, Mission Unblockables, but it's your final run. Hopefully you guys can put a sub-minute run for us.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you, that's for sure. Turmoil,
want
that's
just
your
one one.
second run. So Turmoil, you get to try again, of course. We're
So-
just going to have a little bit of a fly through of the world again. Let's just take it in, take a moment, take a breather.
Appreciate the artwork.
So if you've ever built a Minecraft world, you can appreciate the amount of detail.
And the time it takes to make something like this
The
is
time.
intense.
That's for sure. So, sheesh, I think this particular world, if I'm not mistaken, okay, with that being said, we do have a master builder on these world projects. Take very, very...
I'm assuming they're the one who did the dragon.
There's a lot of skills, yes. So, this map was built in over the frame of 2 days. It was from start to finish. I think the total work or build time, if we had to convert that the total amount of hours to time,
Yeah.
it was I think under 10 hours, just under 10 hours to create this map, which is a really good time for such a big and crazy looking map.
Yeah. Does that include the dragon, the 10 hours?
So the
Or is that a
dragon
separate
is
time?
something that was pre-built. So we do have these models pre-built and then just pulled into the map. So
How long would you say the dragons took to build?
making that dragon easily takes 15 plus hours to make that dragon.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
To make it symmetrical, to make everything even, not miss a block. So
Yes, and then obviously there's a lot of planning that goes into that because obviously the way Minecraft works, because everything is built with blocks, of course, the more detail you want, the bigger you have to build it, right? To
Yeah.
make all of those fine edges and shapes. So that's
yeah, the pixels.
that's crazy.
It's intense. It's very intense.
So I don't know if you've seen that universe build in Minecraft that someone posted with the whole Milky Way and everything built.
I don't even know how you do that.
That is incredible. But okay, those maps are built in years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
From what we've read, it's about 2,000 hours that this
That's
person has
incredible.
put into building this.
That's
That's our last update on it. And anyone who's played Minecraft will know building things where the blocks are apart, where they're not touching each other, is even harder. Just to build it out into the open, break between again, make everything appear floating. It's quite a challenge in Minecraft to do, even in creative, obviously.
That's true. No, for sure. Hats off. I mean, that's just so
well
incredible.
done, and the scale of it is also huge.
Yeah.
There are some very talented people in Minecraft. There are people who have done the whole of Hogwarts from Harry Potter. Huge things. I've seen even some players do like one-to-one scales of their own homes in Minecraft as accurately as possible.
Impressive.
And
I don't know about you, but that's not me yet. Like,
no. I tried building a bit of my house. I got a basic garage that wouldn't fit a car, and this is about it.
Really,
I stopped there.
no. You know, it would be incredible if they built that universe map in survival mode,
Ew. Now that is a challenge that could take a lifetime.
starting in 10 seconds. Let's go. Mission Unblockable versus Turmoil. Let's see who can get a good time.
It's
3, 2, 1, and they are off.
off the platform.
Mission Unblockable on the right hand side is Team Red. Got Turmoil, who's a solo player today.
Interesting. So this is a good example of a clutch.
This
If
would be
this
a
player
clutch.
can beat their time for the team, then this would count as a clutch.
I believe you are correct. It
Yeah,
would be a
it's
clutch.
Brilliant timing for the example.
Mission
Oh.
Unblockable is currently proceeding on to the archery challenge. Hey, there is a
Turmoil,
second
yeah.
player on the Turmoil side. I do apologize for that.
They
2
were
versus
just waiting
3.
back a bit. Maybe a quick bathroom break just before the match.
Archery currently in progress. One of the
Turmoil.
Mission Unblockable players already hitting those targets. It looks like that is 3.
That's done.
3 out
Yeah.
of the 5. Oh, 5 out of 5.
No, they're moving through.
Hastily.
Could this be our under-minute round?
I am very, very curious to see that time. I should have.
Yeah, we
had
should
my
be
own
timing. Aye.
1 minute just passed.
Yeah, so we've heard
unfortunately.
it go.
Next time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep hoping. Right, it's gonna happen.
So they made it just over halfway by a minute, so they're going to have to be a lot faster to get anything near that.
Already through to the last stage. This is incredible. This might be our new time, right? Time to beat for today is 1 minute 37 seconds.
Let's see.
Finished.
There we go. Easy.
Wow.
Not easy. So far the best time of the day.
Best time. 1 minute 21 seconds. Incredible. Well done. Mission Unblockables.
Whoa.
You did it. A new best time. That was incredible.
That was amazing.
Sheesh.
That was
I'm
too
very,
cool
very
to win. It
excited.
was. They made it feel like a breeze.
So, unfortunately, but fortunately, actually, this would be my last. Well, not last. I'm just
As
kidding.
you're
I'll be
taking a
back
break,
again.
quick.
I'm gonna take a quick
Just
break,
taking a quick break.
and then I'll be casting again on the final match. We're gonna be welcoming Rudy back again to our lovely casting studio. So, yes.
Our little server room.
Thank you so much. This has been fun, Aiden. I've enjoyed it. I really
thank
do.
Yeah, our little sauna there. Not sauna was the word I was looking for the heat.
Studio, yes. Okay. Anyway, but Rudy will be joining you. Enjoy.
Thank
Enjoy.
you.
This is me. I'm out. I'll check you again in the final match.
And you'll be back soon, I believe. Hey.
Yeah. So
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so Turmoil still seems to be trying to get through the first challenge to the archery. They've just opened the doors, as I say that. Prove me wrong. Well done. So we have... I still only see the one player. I'm not sure what the second player is doing, if they're struggling with something, if they're just letting the one player move on with their life. But yeah, they're doing well. They seem to be nailing the archery at the moment. I think this might be the last target for them and they lower the bridge. So Rudy will be joining me in about 5 seconds, hopefully. Yeah, he's just getting his seating, getting through here. And then I will no longer be alone on this stream. So Turmoil's just trying to finish. They've got one more target by the looks of it. I think they're trying to figure out which target it is they need to hit, actually. Yeah, I believe they're going for the wrong target. I don't know if they realize they've almost just missed that second target up top there. So hopefully soon they figure it out, that they've hit the top target enough times. Yeah. Oh, there we go. They're going for a target hit. Oh no, they seem to miss the one just to the right of what they were currently going for. They don't realize it yet. Okay, so now it's one more target. So yeah, we can see they're just doing every target just as a, yeah, there we go, Vig load. So yeah, Turmoil is moving through. I wonder how much time they've got left actually, because they're still making progress. They just struggled a bit with which targets they'd hit. But we see they still have a decent amount of time and they're right near the end, so they've got about 6 minutes left.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hi, Rudy.
And yeah, I'm glad to be back.
How you doing, Ruben?
Let's see what these teams are up to. It looks like they have completed the archery challenge and they have actually progressed to the last phase of the parkour.
They're just waiting a little bit.
It seems that the players are stuck.
Yeah.
I think they might have some technical difficulties.
Yeah, something might have crashed somewhere. We're just trying to figure out what's happening with them, because they seem to be frozen in air. So this seems to be quite an issue for the team.
Definitely be a server connection.
Yeah, they definitely can't be penalized for something like this. This is not something on them. So the timer
we will have a re-game.
Okay, so we're going to do a rematch. Are both teams going to play the same one again?
That is.
Oh. Okay. So we've heard that the remaining team is going to have their remaining 6 minutes where they roughly froze to finish and see what time they can set. So just to continue from where they are.
I think it's going to be best to maybe just restart the game and let them continue where they left off, I guess.
Yeah, so gives them another little breather, but they're going to have about 4 minutes 35 seconds to see what they can do with that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
I think these teams are actually doing really good for university students. I'm actually quite intrigued to see how the last couple of games is going to play off, though.
I'm also wondering how many of them played Minecraft before, how many of them haven't played Minecraft, because that's also something to have fun with.
If I'm correct, there was a couple of games that they've run as test maps.
Yeah, so they had a few test maps, but I'm wondering if they've played ever in their lives before, if some of them are just joining for the fun of it, or some of them are Minecraft veterans that might be coming back to see what they can do.
I definitely think that there is some of them that have been playing video games for quite a while.
Quite a while, yeah. And we can see them setting record times. So, yeah, and there are obviously people who don't often play games, but it's really fun. It's amazing. It's for everyone. Anyone can play. Anyone can enjoy it. Whether you're new or experienced, whether you've been playing for years or this is your first time touching a keyboard or controller, you can enjoy it. So it's amazing. Yeah, I love seeing what we can do with it.
Oh yeah. To be honest, I think that most of the students have been quite occupied this last couple of weeks with exams and stuff happening. But there's always time for some games. Yeah,
this is a nice way to unwind as they're finishing exams or getting through exams. It's a little break to play some games, have some friendly competition. It's a cool thing to do. So yeah, I'd love to see how the university is going to come out. I'd love to see this go into different universities, and there'll be into university matches and tournaments, things like that. See how the different tournaments compete with each other and how different universities do it.
Yeah, we just got feedback that they will be teleported back to where they were so that they can continue where they left off.
Nice little checkpoint for them to continue. So they got a little breather. They can think about where they were, what they were doing wrong, what they were doing right. And yeah. Then we're going to see what time they can set, hopefully under 10 minutes. So they're about on the second last challenge, so they should do well.
Yeah, I'm definitely sure.
So yeah, we're going to be resuming in about 10 seconds, and they're going to go back to playing. So I believe they were on the teleporter.
Yeah.
And we're starting about 4 seconds.
2, 1. Let's see.
And we're off.
They're being teleported now back to where they were.
Oh, not even disorientated. They're going straight back into it.
Advancing over the
over the little obstacles there, trying not to fall.
There might be
And
a bit
here we
of
go.
latency. And he's got the
Oh, it just
button.
missed the button there, and we got the time. So they did well, considering the few little hiccups there and there, but they're doing well. They just needed 10 extra seconds before the server crashed, and they would have finished. So, yeah, they
That's
got
definitely
10 seconds
a
after the
impressive
resume.
time. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that they have an extra match that they should play, if I'm correct.
Yeah, so I believe it was Mission Unblockable's final match, and they're in the lead at the moment. They've got some competition. Hopefully we see someone under the minute mark to top that, but at the moment they're in the lead. But Turmoil did well
Oh yeah, they definitely
We-
did. Unfortunately for that,
for the disconnection, yeah,
crash.
but it didn't seem to throw them
wasn't-
off. Took them 10 seconds to just finish their last little bit, so
yeah,
they're doing
no,
well.
definitely.
It's lovely to see what they're doing.
So we've got Mission Unblockable at a whopping 1 minute and 21 seconds. That's crazy.
1 minute.
They keep
Yeah.
on breaking their records time and
Yeah.
time again.
Every time, no failure. They're doing well. I'm sure they're excited as well to be in the lead. I hope they're being good sports and rooting for the other teams, but still wanting to win. You know, hoping that someone comes just behind them.
So I've got a quick question for you, Aiden. What do
Yeah.
you think is going to happen with tomorrow's tournament?
That's interesting. Yeah, I think it somewhat depends on today, but also some of the teams might feel fresher than they were today. Some of the teams might feel more competitive. They might have been taking today easy, so we could see any surprise matches, any surprise times come out from the teams we didn't expect or the teams we did. We hopefully get a few of the teams getting under a minute, because it could go anywhere.
So if I'm correct, tomorrow is going to be a capture the flag, and there
Yes.
will be some PvP. I don't think we haven't seen any PvP in these speedrun challenges yet.
No, I don't believe they're going to be fighting. This is a less physical fight for the players. But yeah, so we also might see changes where, like we had Brenton saying, who the players who are good at speed runs are doing very well now, and the players who struggle with that might be better at the PvP, so they might end up taking something back tomorrow. So we can
Definitely.
see. So
Well,
there might be
I'm
huge
actually-
changes.
I'm definitely quite keen to see some PvP tomorrow and see how these teams progress in tomorrow's tournament.
Yeah, definitely. It's also a very different game. There's often, from what I've seen, it's usually a bit more hype for the PvPs as well. So we can see this as they warm up almost, and tomorrow's the big one.
I have to say the Mission Unblockables have been going crazy with the parkour challenges, and I
Yeah.
think they might excel in tomorrow's tournament.
Do you think they'll do well at PvP?
We'll have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to see which players do what with PvP, who does what. So, yeah, we can see. We hear
I would-
that...
Yeah, I would like to give a shout out to JC Jane on Twitch. It's definitely good to see some new people playing Minecraft and enjoying the game.
Yeah, it's from someone who never plays with any games, who's new, whose kids might be making fun of them for being noobs at a game or not understanding it. They're still trying, they're doing their best, and they're loving it by the sounds of it. They're thoroughly enjoying Minecraft.
No, I think
It's amazing
everybody
to
has
see.
to start somewhere.
Yeah, and it shows that no matter what your age, no matter where you're from, whether your kids show you, whether you find out online, you can find new interests and enjoy them. Just trying
Definitely.
new things is awesome.
Oh, there is a start for everyone. I started off playing. I can't even remember what I played, but I had to start somewhere, and now all we do is play games, and I'm actually quite intrigued to see where games is leading us, and privileged to be working in a game-based environment.
Yeah.
So, I've got a quick question for you, Aiden. What was your first game?
Yeah, you were saying it's amazing to be working in a game environment, and I've been a gamer since I can remember, with my first console being the GameCube, Nintendo.
Nice.
And I believe it was like maybe Ratchet and Clank or something. It came with two games. It was something very different games. It was about like Ratchet and Clank, and then I think like a skiing game or something. It was like jet skiing, so racing around in the water, things like
Nice.
that. And it's amazing to see since then how the graphics, how the gameplay, how games have changed. But some of
Definitely.
them still keep to their roots. It feels the same. It grew up with you, you know.
Exactly, yeah. I think the first game I played was Battlefield 2 on a old XP computer. That was quite a while ago.
Yeah, and
But-
to see where Battlefield's come today, how does it feel seeing what you played as a kid versus what you play today?
Yeah, I have to say the technology and the graphics have definitely improved. And take for instance Minecraft. It's been around for quite a while now, and it recently started getting into schools as a learning opportunity
Yeah, the education.
and a gaming opportunity. To be honest.
And it's cool that you can balance both. I think they're one of the first, at least one of the first industries that I know of to balance gaming and fun with education.
Exactly.
So they can help kids learn through gaming, something they can focus on more, something kids enjoy a bit more. So although a lot of kids enjoy school as well, but it gives a nice balance for everyone. So it's a new way to learn.
I remembered back in the day that games has unlocked a new way to think about, not just inside the box, but let's think about outside and anywhere, to be honest. It's just a quicker and easier way to learn, and with Minecraft, they have actually made it possible to be able to learn science, math, there's
coding.
history and coding,
Yeah,
especially
there's
coding.
amazing things. Yeah, I knew a little boy who I think it was about grade 9 or 10 when he moved to a new school, and he loved Minecraft. He played it on his iPad like daily, and he showed me some of the things he built, some of the blocks you code into, the command blocks, and he showed me the coding he was doing. And I'd just got into my first year of studying coding, and he was doing things I didn't know how to do. So
That
I
is
was
quite
very
impressive.
impressed, and this was all self-taught. So it was amazing what he'd learned before then, and then obviously now from here you can use that in university or school. He's already doing functions and stuff all in Minecraft. It's amazing what he can do. So
I
that's
think
really
that,
cool.
to be honest, from my point of view, is how many, and I actually want to ask the audience this, is how many of your kids has shown you new things in computers and games, and you were just blown away by this? I think there's a lot of kids that learn quicker through technology and games these days, and the parents, I don't think they can keep up with this anymore.
Yeah, they're used to writing things on a piece of paper, and now we're playing games to make coding or programs, things like that. I think I heard someone rebuilt another game in Minecraft that they could play on a computer. And it's amazing. I believe it was Pong, the game?
Yeah,
One of those classic
that's
games.
insane.
So people are playing games within games. And it's crazy to see that we've come to that.
I
People are
think
making music and songs in Minecraft.
that's definitely a new thing, and to see where games have started and to where they are now, financially, VR and all those things. And I think we want to try and get Unisa to maybe move into that direction, and it's just a new way of learning and experiencing the joy.
Yeah, and it's a way for people who have different skills to still, within Minecraft, show off those skills. So, like I said, people making music in Minecraft using note blocks and things, and redstone. So imagine the more musically talented kids who don't want to fight, they don't want to do PvP. We could have kids from Unisa who are studying music, arts, and we can throw things in like that. Best art competitions where we have fans vote for who's doing the best music, the best arts. It would be very cool to see all students from different genres and campuses doing very different things all in the same game.
Definitely, yeah.
It's
And
really
I'm
cool.
actually quite intrigued to see what tomorrow has in store for us. I think some of these teams might actually crush it. What do
Yeah,
you think?
so we're really cool.
And
Yeah,
I just got a bit of feedback that unfortunately the homies won't be joining us anymore. This
they're
will be
having
the
heavy
last match for them, if I'm correct.
heavy connection issues on their side, sadly. Like we said earlier, luckily it's more of the friendly tournaments today. So we hope they still enjoyed what they did get to play. It's just a pity with the state ESCOM and everything's in with our power
Yeah.
and load shedding. But yeah,
It is a pain, and yeah, I think let's take a look at what's going to happen in this match.
we're starting up,
We've got
we're getting right into it. So next
few
match we're starting in
seconds.
about 5 seconds.
3,
And
2, 1,
so
and they're off.
do you know which two teams are against each other at the moment now? The blue versus red at the moment. Yeah. So
Unfortunately, the Amazons won't be able to join us.
No,
so
I believe it's
going
the
to be
Dahomies.
Pillagers that's running on their own pace. Let's see how they
Okay.
do.
yeah, cause I think because of the Dahomey issue, it's just going to be the Pillagers by themselves for this moment. And yeah, we hope they do quite well.
Well, they are progressing quite quickly. One of them has already made it to the questionnaire and has opened the gate.
Instant, didn't even have to think about the question. Amazing.
What do you think they're going to do with that archery?
Well, I hope they get through quick. So this is their third and final match. So they obviously they're quite experienced with what they're doing. I believe they still have an opportunity easily to
It
become
looks like,
first, but this is their
yeah.
one and only chance to
and they
make it
just
to first
opened
place.
the gate. Hit all 5 targets in quite a whopping time.
So
We've
they
got 1 minute past, and let's see if they could
They've
get the 1 minute and 21
21,
seconds.
22. So they have just under maybe around 15 seconds left to be first. They can
teleported
easily be
up.
second though. So they've
They
moved
are
to the
quite
platform.
they're moving quite quickly. I
Yeah,
have
they're
to
doing
say
very
that.
well.
And they're off to the
Yeah, there you go.
last stretch of the map. And he
And
got that button.
yeah, didn't miss it.
1 minute 28 seconds.
7
missed it.
seconds.
Yeah.
7 seconds behind.
That
the
is
show.
insane.
Close. So here it comes with the competition we're talking about, where the first team at the moment just had people few seconds behind them. So it's good to see that people are still fighting for first place.
It's
That
definitely a good
it's
time
not
to
set
have.
yet.
Like we said, this is all a friendly tournament, so nobody gets disqualified or anything. So
Yeah, and
I
they
think it's
caught up well.
definitely a time frame.
yeah.
And
so,
we have some quick times on the schedule.
yeah, they're learning very quickly, going from times like 8 minutes to just under a minute and a half is a huge difference. It shows that taking your time and learning what you need to do can make a difference if you know you're going to have to do it again soon. So it shows the learning process can make a huge difference in competition.
Definitely, and I think that we might see some of these teams tomorrow that's going to crush the parkour challenges, and I'm
hopefully
actually
PvP.
quite interested to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, even PvP sections and the captured flag is what I'm most excited for.
Don't mention that. I think these teams are going to go crazy.
Yeah, no, as long as they're enjoying, I think it's an amazing thing. So I can't wait to see the capture the flag tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna say bye to you for now. Brenton will be replacing me temporarily, maybe
Aiden.
for the rest of the day. But yeah, he's gonna be talking through the final match. So
Aiden,
It was good
was
seeing you.
really, really nice to have you on the stream, and
thank you for having me
looking
here.
forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, I can't wait to see tomorrow's tournament. And yeah,
We're
this is gonna be
gonna-
our little break before the last match.
Yeah, I think we're going to a quick intermission,
Yeah.
and then we'll be back for the last map, and let's see what record times they'll be adding to that map.
All our gamers will get to stretch their legs, stand up, move around, and then we get into the last match and we see if we get anyone under a minute, hopefully.
I'm sure we're going to get some crushing times now.
Well, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to having you as a co-host again.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. I can't wait to see how the teams play tomorrow. It's awesome.
And welcome back. We're live again. Hey, Rudy. How you doing?
Nice to see you, Brenton.
Nice to be back. Had a quick break. I did stretch my legs, so I'm feeling ready for our final matches of the day.
I think this last match is going to be quite something interesting. I hope these teams can set record times.
I think they are, right? So this is going to be the third and final map for Turmoil, Crafters, Bellator's, and Unisa. So I think they're going to hit it. Are we going to get the sub-minute score today? I hope we are.
I think this is going to be quite interesting, and yeah, let's see what's going on.
Yeah, I must say, I've obviously watched the stream while I was away, and it is getting hot in here. It's getting it is physically getting hotter by the second,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
the matches are also getting increasingly hot. Luckily, I see there are some thunderstorms on the way tomorrow.
Oh, that will be
I cannot
lovely.
wait for that. I love the rain. I love the rain.
Unfortunately, I don't think tomorrow is going to be a freezing map, but it will be nice to have a bit of cool air in our studio.
Oh, that's for sure. No, it's going to be a bit better for us. We're going to make it. Anyway, so obviously our final match 6 of the day, is going to be Turmoil versus the Crafters. Right, it's going to be our live match.
So, what do you think? Who might take the best time?
I don't know, Rudy. Turmoil did 5 minutes and 48 seconds on their previous run, and the Crafters, if I'm not mistaken, did 7 minutes 29. So this is their third time around, and we've seen some drastic improvements of these teams over the 3 match times. So I must say, I don't know what to
Definitely.
expect, but I think there's going to be definitely a massive improvement. The biggest improvement we've seen still is the Firefighters that jumped from 8 minutes and 19 seconds all the way down to 1 minute and 37 seconds.
We just got word. We're still waiting for a couple of the team members from the Crafters. Do you think they might be able to set a near record time or even beat the Turmoils?
That is the question, is it not? I think, I don't know. It's difficult to say because, I mean, these teams are drastically improving their times, and they do have a bit of a difference in their previous match, both the Turmoil and the Crafters. So we'll just have to see. I think it's about a 2-minute difference between their times, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I don't know, really. I don't know. Like I said, if you look at that jump that the Fire Tigers had, anything is possible. Literally anything is possible.
I told you I'm rooting for the Fire Tigers.
Oh, let's see. I must say, today, a round of applause, just where you are. Just a round of
Definitely.
applause, even if you look random. Clapping hands in your house. The Unisa students are doing incredible today.
Oh,
I
yeah.
must say, I'm really impressed.
We are definitely keen to see what's going to happen tomorrow, but these teams have.
They've wowed
I'm
us.
blown away.
They've impressed. They've improved. They've shown us what they've got, and I think it's going to show tomorrow as well. I'm going to give them all a massive high five tomorrow, just for the speed runs today alone. It's been incredible watching these matches.
Well, like I said to Aiden, I think these teams are getting quite a bunch of practice in for tomorrow's parkour challenges. I'm
That
not
is
sure
true.
how they're going to do with the PvP. What do you think?
Yeah, that's entirely. It's going to be a surprise for them, I'm sure. I mean, today they're just getting used to the parkour. Not a lot of PvP that we've seen today, unfortunately,
Yeah.
to my eye. But tomorrow there's going to be a nice little mixture of PvP as well as parkour, and there's also going to be a third capture the flag element in there. So this is going to be very interesting tomorrow. I cannot wait to see those matches. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Definitely.
All
I
right.
think everybody is in, if I'm correct.
Yes, teams are in. They're getting ready. We are almost ready to launch our very last match. Just before we do launch our very last match, if you are watching the stream, have watched the stream today, thank you so much for the support. We really do appreciate. Like, follow, subscribe, all of those things, please. Leave a comment. Help us grow this channel. We really do appreciate all of the support. Again, it is a crime not to follow and like if you're watching the stream today. Obviously, if you do enjoy the content, do so. It really helps us. So thank you for that. And thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for all of the love and support that we've been receiving today. We do appreciate that.
I do have to ask, for all the spectators watching us, who's your favorite team? I think we might get a few interesting answers there.
Well, I mean, if you are a parent of one of these teams, obviously you know, or if you're one of the team, obviously we know what the answer will be. Really, I'm at an impasse. I cannot choose a favorite team here today. It's difficult. It really is.
I do enjoy the Fire Tigers.
I know. You've said this multiple times. You enjoy the Fire Tigers. I'm gonna say it's your favorite team.
I think a close second will be the Mission Unblockable.
Yeah. Okay. Same as
And I
same as
think-
Jesse J.
Yeah.
It's
she's
his
al- yeah,
favorite as
definitely.
well. Okay, I see that. I see you. All right. Well, they have put in a very impressive time. I'm gonna be honest with you. The crafters, and for the very simple reason that the very first match that they played, they obviously did not finish. But the second map they played, they managed to finish under time, increasing the time, but they are not giving up. They showed real persistence through that last match. So I'm going to
Definitely.
say the Crafters is going to be my favorite team.
Well, they are up now, so let's see what time they can set on the
No
board.
pressure. I can't choose a team. Go Crafters. But good luck to the next teams playing Terminal versus Crafters. Let's see what you guys can do. I'm very excited. It's the last one of the day, unfortunately, but we will be back tomorrow, of course, on the stream. It's going to be a very, very exciting tournament. We're starting about 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. We're going to be live, be ready, get popcorn. I like throwing your Astros in the popcorn.
Oh, definitely.
That's the
Get a
best.
slushy, maybe. That's
Hey,
always nice.
A slushy. that's not a bad idea. But yes, get all of your snacks ready. It's going to be a hell of a tournament tomorrow, and it's going to be fun. Packed, full of fun.
Well, let's just hope that the load shedding is in our favor tomorrow. There is a bit of a load shedding schedule at our side from about 8 to 10:30, so there might be a slight downtime.
In the beginning, a little delay, but
But
yeah,
we got this. We'll always come back.
we always make it work. Always. I just want to say, massive round of applause to the RGB team today. Right, so
Definitely.
I must say, given all of the unfortunate series of events with load sharing and technical difficulties, we really made it work. The full team is just wonderful working with these guys, working with you as well, really making this work, making this happen is just incredible. And also a massive shout out to all of the Unisa students, as well as their team coordinators, all of the teachers and management
Coaches,
staff,
yeah.
coaches involved, just for keeping the spirit high, making this tournament seamless so far. That's incredible. So thank you for all of you guys as well.
And I think especially in a time on now is some of these kids are busy with exams. So some of these students are busy with exams, and I honestly think that playing a bit of video games could actually help them.
It's a good stress reliever, but also, I mean, playing in a tournament is it's very rewarding. There's a lot of game-based skills that they need to bring
Definitely.
forth. There's hand-eye coordination. We've seen that. There's teamwork. There's collaboration, communication. All of that needs to happen, and this really helps you achieve those short-term goals. Serotonin, dopamine, all of the good stuff is happening when you participate in these events. Adrenaline rushing, those are good stuff. And I think that really helps at the end of the day as well. My personal experience. We are having a bit of a technical difficulty just joining in with the teams. We will keep you updated, of course, but they are getting ready. So, Yaku, thanks for the engagement. Very, very warm welcome, and thank you for all of your help and support as well. Yaku being one of our leader coordinators in our tournaments. And
It's
Messi Fly
definitely-
as well. Thank you for that support. Really appreciate that. But yeah, I must say the community is starting to grow. It's really starting to kick off. Everything is falling into place, and it's the dunker on. It's thanks to coming. My Afrikaans just kicked in there. Sorry, but it's thanks to all of these guys involved, all of the support. Messi Fly, thank you so much again
Definitely, yeah,
for
thanks
that
for-
support. Appreciate
for
that.
being here with us today.
Indeed,
And I really
indeed.
think that, not sure what is exactly happening, but I can't wait to see these teams go head to head.
They are busy currently reloading the match, just reading everyone up. I think there's too much tension, right? I think there's too much tension on this current match. And that might be why the technical difficulties are occurring. So obviously Turmoil versus the Crafters in the online match that's going to be streamed with us. And then we also have a offline match between the Balloteurs and Unisa that is going to be playing side by side. So we'll give you those updated times as well.
I'm quite curious to see what the Unisa is going to do in this next match. Unfortunately, we won't be able to stream it, but we will send you an update on the times.
Most definitely. So I know that currently it looks like the Unisa on their best time is 3 minutes and 36 seconds.
That is impressive.
It's very, very
Definitely.
good. That's very, very good. I'm just checking to see if I can find a Balloter's best time here. It looks like they played... Their first match was unfortunate DNF, and then they played another match, improving their time with almost 3 minutes. So let's see if they can knock off perhaps another 3 minutes off of their final one. That'll be quite interesting to see.
Definitely. Well, just once again, a special thanks to everybody being here today and for joining us and all those things. And let's see what happens in this last match. I think,
Tension is building, that's for sure.
I don't know. I think the Crafters may have a good run.
You think so? Okay, alright. I'm rooting for them, that's for sure. Yaku, I see you commenting on our casting. We do appreciate that.
Always.
We do enjoy casting a lot. I must say it's a whole bunch of fun being a part of this. Just chatting with everyone, seeing all the comments, the feedback is really amazing. We do enjoy their support. Unfortunately, power is still out, so we can't turn on a light. But this is our last match, so we're just gonna go for it. It is a bit dark in this room.
Soon
But,
we'll be stuck with blindness.
Yes, we'll not talk about load shedding too much. I know it's a very sore topic to talk about. So, yeah, unfortunately, with all of the connectivity issues, we couldn't see the Dahomey Amazons perform in today's matches, but they'll definitely be online and backed up tomorrow in tomorrow's tournament.
Yeah, I think tomorrow's tournament is going to be quite interesting to see. And
We've
we're
got
going
our
into
last
the
players
game.
already. Yes, there we go. Did it? Last match is
Let's see what's
ready.
happened. 4, 3, 2, and they're off.
Send
Let's
it. There we
see
go.
what's
Let's go,
happening.
guys. Turmoil versus the Crafters. We've got the Crafters on the left-hand side. Turmoil's got the early lead in the
Might
red
look like the
skins.
Crafters is taking the lead now.
They have just taken the lead. That is correct. Blue team Crafters. There we go. Let's
And
see
it
if they
is
can make an
progressing.
improved time. They are passively progressing. Let's see what they can do. Turmoil is on their tails.
It looks like Turmoil is taking the next lead again.
Back and forth. Back and forth. This is a neck and neck. Looks like the Crafters just fell off. Restarting from the beginning there. Currently, the Turmoil team is in the lead, making that jump. Good job.
Progressing. Just one more jump and up the ladder.
One more jump to the rail. You can do it. Crafters
It's
just on their
is
just
he
on their
going
tails.
to make it?
Up the ladder he goes.
One
Come
more
on.
jump.
Come on, do it. Turmoil is hot on their tails. Turmoil just not making that jump. Come on.
Crafters has proceeded to the questionnaire.
Turmoil is
Turmoil,
currently
sorry for
pursuing.
that.
There we go. Riddle
And
is
is-
complete. Onto the archery challenge. Let's see if Turmoil can hit those targets.
Is
That's
it
one.
the first target? Let's see if we can hit the last 4 or maybe 5.
That's 2. That's 2. That's 3. We've got Crafters still busy with that first parkour challenge. Come on,
That's
Crafters.
5.
You can still make it.
The
You can still
gates
make
is
up time.
down.
Turmoil lowers the bridge, running through. Crafters just getting a little bit of a look at them. Oh, look at that
parkour.
massive run. Turmoil making a massive jump for it, teleporting over to the last section. Can
Just
Turmoil
a
give us
few
a
more
good time here today? One more jump.
Just
Final
a few more
stretch.
steps. Yeah, this is
Turmoil,
gonna be a
an
quick
incredible run.
I think
incredible
this
run.
might just be the best time
Wow.
set so full.
2 minutes 7 seconds, not bad. Unfortunately, not our best time today, but that was quite the
That was
run. Quite the
interesting.
run. Rafters, wow. So, wow, that is incredible. While we are watching the crafters just quickly finishing up, maybe they can still get a bit of time for themselves.
Yeah.
Just take a moment again to admire this map. This is an amazing map that has been built by Jacques van der Walt. Very, very impressive work from him indeed. I think the players have truly enjoyed this map today. I do believe that it took just over 10 hours to build this map, which is actually a very, very impressive time for a map of this magnitude.
And the detail. Look at that dragon. That's just crazy.
That is in detail. And something that you don't hear, right? As soon as you hit the last button at the finish, the dragon actually growls for the players, letting them know that a player has finished. That's just a very fine, sneaky little touch that Jacques put in there for our players, which is it's really
I think
cool. It's really
that's
cool.
an interesting sound to hear, especially if you won. That's incredible. That's crazy.
It really does hype you up, that's for sure. Craft is still busy with the first parkour section. I think they're just having a little bit of a difficulty making that last jump. Maybe the pressure is a bit high.
I see that there is a bit of blindness triggered on the one player. Actually, both of them.
Both of them have blindness.
So that might be the reason why they're struggling a bit.
It
But
could
I'm
be.
sure they could make that.
They can. The blindness does not last forever. It only lasts for a couple of seconds. And then obviously they can see again as normal. So the turmoil is busy tampering with their vision, obviously making their jumps a bit more difficult. I must say I'm very impressed with the turmoil coming in at just under 3 minutes. Oh, was it 2 minutes and 17? 2 minutes and 7 seconds.
That's
Incredible.
quite impressive.
That's a really good time, especially it's an improvement. The previous time was 5 minutes and 48 seconds. Jumping
Looks like
down
he
all the
is-
way to 2 minutes and 7 seconds.
It looks like he is on the last jump to proceed. That was
Nearly makes that
close.
jump. Very, very close. Crafters, you can do it. You still have time left. You can do it. Just circle back, focus, re-strategize. I do see that it's only 2 players, but they are playing their hearts out. I can see that they are giving their
Definitely.
all. That's for sure.
Let's see if they can finish the first challenge. I'm pretty sure that they can do it.
They've done it before. They just need to focus. 5 minutes remaining on the last match of the day.
I think that we might get some feedback on the offline match against the
Ooh.
Bellators
Uh,
and Unus.
I think that match just started. I've just
Okay.
got some feedback. So the match between the Bellators and the Unis have just started. So we will be getting a time from those teams soon. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly though.
I think it's
or
Unus.
Unus.
I'm not sure.
Well, if you think about Unisa, it might be Eunice. You know,
It's possible.
I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Well,
If you think it's Eunice, comment down. Comments on Twitch, all right? And if you think it's Unis, let us know, please. Give us a 1 if it's a Unis, and a 2 for Eunice.
yeah, I think it's going to be difficult if they type it.
Yeah, you won't be able to type it. I know that it sounded better in my head, of course. Okay, thank you, Yaku. We just got. Okay, thank you. It's an Afrikaans accent for Eunice, with an Afrikaans accent.
Interesting.
That is quite interesting. Thanks, Yaku, for clarifying. We did not know. Okay, see, Vivian also confirmed that for us. So that debate actually ended quite quickly. Thanks.
It seems that they have proceeded to the next challenge, which is the archery. Let's see if they can.
Come on,
It's all
crafters. You
5
can
targets.
still do it. You can still do it, crafters. You still got some time. So the crafters' previous time, unfortunately, was a no finish. Let's see if they can finish this time around. You can do it. I believe in you, player with the orange T-shirt.
He's got the bow.
Let's go.
Let's see if he hits
Tension
that target.
builds. Shots fired. Target
Nice.
hits. One target.
4 targets to go.
Let's go, crafters. Hit those targets. Ready, aim. Fire. Second target hit.
Nice.
3 more targets to go. Come on, crafters.
Let's get
You
that
got this.
bridge down.
Got this.
There's about 3 minutes
Just
left.
Just under.
I'm sure
4.
they'll be able to
3
make
targets.
all the challenges.
2 more targets left.
Do you
Ready,
think they're
aim.
gonna make it?
They still
I'm
have some
pretty
time.
sure.
Ready, 1 more target to hit.
Let's
The tension
get
is.
that
I can't.
bridge.
I can't do this.
Looks like they're going for the
That's
top
the wrong target. That's the wrong target.
That's going to cause blindness for the opposing team, which is
already
not
finished.
going to open that gate.
Come on. 1 more.
I'm sure he's going to grab that last target.
Ready, aim. Can do it. 1 more. Aiming.
He's got that.
Hey!
And the bridge is down.
Bridge is down. Crafters go. Crafters run. No. Notice the bridge.
This
Notice the bridge. Please run. Yes, there we go. All right, Crafters on the way. Come on, you guys can still do it. Just
The
over 2
last
minutes left. You can
parkour,
do
the
this.
second last parkour section. I'm
Concentrate.
sure they'll be able to make this.
Concentrate. Rudy, I can't watch this. Rudy, I can't watch. Just
There's 1 minute 30 seconds left. I'm
tell
pretty
me,
sure
tell me
now.
what happens, Rudy. I can't watch.
You need to get back. I can't do this. But
Come on, strategize, make the jump. You know you can do it.
I think they.
Oh,
Close.
so close. Come on, Crafters. Crafters have not put a time on the matches as far. Oh, they did put a 7-minute 29 time on it. I do think we're actually narrowing that time as well.
It looks like that they are skipping.
1 minute left.
I think they're skipping half the
They,
parkour
they
section.
are taking a different route. It still takes some time to walk through the water. Unfortunately, they will not be beating their previous time. However, they did put a time down of 7 minutes and 29 seconds in their previous run, which is still
I see.
good. It's still a good time.
I see one of them is keeping an eye on that button.
And I think we need more people like Yaku. Yaku cheering for this squad. Hats off, man. Hats off. We need more people like you, Yaku. We need more people like you. 30 seconds remaining for our last match. We also do have the offline match. We'll give you the statistics of that very,
I'm
very
pretty
soon.
sure that they might still make it.
They have time. They have time. They have to move. They have to move.
It
Keep
looks like
moving.
they're starting moving.
10 seconds, Crafts. Okay, if they make it to the next, I'm going to be happy.
I'm
3,
sure they're gonna make
2,
that jump.
1.
Just in. Oh, you made it!
Oh, we made it! Latency! Unfortunately, that's DNF, but I'm proud of them. Crafters, valiant, valiant, valiant effort. I'm proud of them. You
What do
tell-
you think happened in that last match?
Well, I have to be honest with you, I do think that the first challenge did put them a bit back. They did really well with the archery, and they actually did really well with the second piece of parkour after the archery.
Yeah.
I just think that first couple of angle jumps just got the better of them, but it's still my favorite team, really. It's still my favorite team. They do not give up. Valiant effort, the Crafters. I'm
Definitely.
rooting for you, that's for sure.
That was quite an interesting match, and I'm getting word that there's 4 minutes left on our offline match against the Ballotors versus the Unis.
You said it right.
I think so.
You did not say it. It is,
Okay.
it's the,
Unis.
Unis.
It is.
but you didn't say with an Afrikaans accent.
I can't speak Afrikaans on stream.
You can speak Afrikaans on stream. Of course you can. So if you were rooting for the Crafters, I don't know, even if you're not part of it, comment a GG in the chat. That was a valiant effort. Come on, guys, let's support this team. They did
Definitely.
really, really well. And also, put a GG in the chat for the Balancers versus the Unis. The match is almost done. They can still put down pretty good times.
Definitely.
That's for sure.
I'm interested to see who is going to put down the best time on that match.
That is okay,
Who are
because
you
there's only
rooting
4
for?
minutes left. I don't know. So far, it looks like the best time of the day, correct me if I'm wrong, is the RBM Pillages? Oh, no. I'm mistaken. Yeah, it is them. 1 minute, 28 seconds.
That is
21 seconds 21 seconds mission unblockables. That was the best time.
Well, like we said in their name, they're
Oh,
unstoppable.
congratulations, Mission Unblockable, for putting up the best time of the day. What a run that was. We did not see a sub 1. Tears to my eye. But fortunately, those are still pretty good times. Like, I mean, 20 seconds shy of the 1 minute mark. I'm happy. I'm
That
very
is
happy.
an impressive time. I'm actually quite curious to see what the Mission Unblockables will be doing tomorrow in our
In the tournament.
format.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, we know they can parkour, right? We know these teams can parkour. They put really good matches down today. But can they PvP? Can they capture the flag?
That is going to be the next question. I'm actually quite interested to see what's going to happen tomorrow with all these teams in the parkour and PvP.
That's going to be
I
interesting.
think there might be some of the students that have played a bit of competitive games before, and I actually think that
Those
we
skills will
might
shine through.
definitely.
That's for sure. So I know we've got just over a minute left on the offline match. Balloters are currently in the lead in our offline match, but nobody has finished yet. So we're just waiting for those final times. There's going to be a DNF, unfortunately, I think, within the next 45, give or take, seconds. But Balloters is currently in the lead, doing really well. Unisa also doing very, very well. Apparently,
Definitely.
obviously, we can't see that much, unfortunately. If you're wondering what GG means, it means good game. Very straightforward, very simple. If you comment GG and you did not know what it meant, now you do. Thanks, Cynthia. I see you also commented on there. Thanks for the support. Really do appreciate it. Really, really appreciate all of the support that we've been getting from everyone. If you're watching the stream, looking at our pretty faces the whole time.
It's definitely nice to see new people on our stream and spectators. And
That's very, very true.
I just want to say a special thanks and give a like, follow. There's about 3 seconds left on the offline match, and it looks like Balloters has won.
They were the furthest on that match. They finished with 13 seconds to spare.
That was close.
Just on the 10-minute mark. Well
That
done.
is close.
Well done. That was really cool, I must say. Okay, they made it. Well done. To all the teams again, we've concluded our last match. Sure, massive round of applause to all of the teams
Yes.
that participated today. You guys were amazing. It was such a pleasure and such an honor for seeing the stream. Thanks for all the viewers, all the supporters again. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock for our tournament stream. Be sure to watch you, follow so you don't miss it, so you'll be reminded that match. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit a subscribe, hit a like, and press that bell icon to get reminded whenever we go live and
get a
do
bit of
all that kinds of fun
notifications.
stuff. Thanks,
Once
Judy.
again, for
Thanks,
a
everyone.
amazing game, and thanks for Unisa.
Yes, thanks, Unisa. Everyone, have a great day. All of the wonderful students again, just a last thanks to everyone. Be sure
They
to
did
check our
really
stream
good.
tomorrow. That's us. Rudy, have a good one, man. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's match. Take care.
Bye.
Cheers.